Good evening folks, GrimeGames here and welcome back to another episode on the channel. Firstly, I apologise I haven't uploaded in a while. It's been the best part of a week. I have been battered at work. So, for those of you who don't know, I work in the hospitality sector. I'm a manager in the hospitality sector. We have been super busy since all the restaurants reopened. So, I've worked 12-hour days for the past 6 days. I've done over 70 hours comfortably. But here I am. I'm back now. My rota is a little bit more structured. Hopefully I can make a bit more content for you guys. Now, this is the first day off I've had in 7 days, really. I made a video with the Prime icon upgrades. I did 2, which I'm going to tag onto the end of this little section of the video that I'm going to create now. But firstly, I would like to have a bit of a discussion about this new European Super League. Now, I'm a Man United fan. I'm a Man United fan who lives in the Midlands because my dad is a Man United fan, so that was kind of passed on to me. And that's something that I have followed them my entire life. I've supported that club my entire life. And I've had 24 hours to reflect on this. So, I've watched Gary Neville's speech. I've watched a lot of other punditry, and I've soaked in a lot of information and a lot of opinions. And a lot of this is still theory based. We don't know exactly how it's going to work. We don't know if Bayern, PSG and Dortmund will be joining the Super League. But from my end, it seems like the club that I have supported seem to be the driving force, or at least one of 3, i.e. Man United, Liverpool and Real Madrid, who are the driving force behind this Super League. Now, I've never been a fan of the Glazers since they've taken over. I don't really think the club has gone up at all since the Glazers have taken over. I can't think of anything that they've done well, really, that you could argue that they've stuck with Ole, but have they stuck with Ole just because he's a company man and he's going in the same direction as them? Possibly. But it makes me ashamed, quite frankly, as a Man United fan, that our owners would abandon this football pyramid and this football tree that exists in this country. We have a tiered league system where if Man United have an awful season, they could, in theory, drop down into the Championship. I love that. I love that these teams are held accountable. It makes the UK feel like they are one entity and it's one sport, because all the teams are fighting in the FA Cup, in the Carabao Cup. They can play each other. The big clubs help out the small clubs because the small clubs get bigger revenue from the broadcasters if they play each other in the FA Cup. It was great to see the show of support during the pandemic from the bigger clubs, but all this is a cash grab from 15 of the biggest clubs in the world who want to create some kind of elitist league where they can't get relegated, they can't get promoted, and they are safe in their own billionaire bubble. Now, the thing I am worried about above anything else is where this could go down the line. Now, in theory, so as it stands, Man United play in Manchester. They don't have to play in Manchester. The Glazers are American owners. There is no reason why 10 years down the line, if this Super League kicks off, they turn around and say, you know what, sod this. I think Man United, I think they play in New York. I think they play in Los Angeles. I think next week we fly out to Saudi Arabia because they're paying a lot of money. It's terrifying, to be honest. Now, this is all in theory. We don't know the ins. We don't know the outs. And I know I'm a FIFA content creator, but beneath that is a football fan. The one body that I think is to blame above all of this is UEFA. I know FIFA are involved. I know the FA are involved as well. But UEFA had the chance to dissolve this. They had a new deal for the Champions League format that just didn't go far enough, in my opinion. You cannot have the Champions League without these clubs. These clubs can exist without the Champions League. So all you had to do, UEFA, was sit down round a table, and I know this is going to sound much simpler than I'm sure it was, but all you had to do We sit down on a table with these 15 clubs, get them to write down what they want, and you get as close to that as you darn well have to make that happen. Right? Stop with the posturing. Stop with all these negotiations that you're bigger than these clubs. You're not. It's evident now that you've panicked that these clubs are bigger than you are. These 15 clubs combined are bigger than UEFA. They are bigger than the FA. I know they've come out and said that a lot of these players won't be able to play for their country. That's because it's organised by FIFA. What's to stop another private body coming in and have another international competition completely separate from FIFA? Most of the players that play for their countries are in these top 15 clubs. You will be hard pushed to find players, the elite players, that don't play for these clubs. So yes, at this moment it seems like a huge sanction that they're coming out and saying, oh, you can't play in the FA Cup, you can't play in the Carabao Cup, you can't play for the World Cup. There is nothing stopping them from organising their own competitions, and you can be damn sure that they have the money and the clout to be able to do that. If they all band together, they can recreate a World Cup under a private banner. And there will be no wage caps, which there already won't be in the Super League. There will be zero wage caps, zero financial fair play, zero regulation that they don't like. Nothing that benefits the entire game. The football landscape will be dominated by this small, tiny league of 15 clubs who can't be relegated, can't be promoted, and you've got every other club in the world scraping to get into that league. And if that happens, football as we know it dies. And that is a somber thought, because it could reach that phase. And UEFA are to blame for this. The 15 clubs want more money, sure, of course they're going to. They want to balance their books. They're businessmen and good businessmen who run these clubs. This is on you, UEFA. This was inevitably going to happen. As the game grows, as these clubs get too big for these organisational bodies, this was going to happen. And this is all on UEFA's shoulders, because UEFA run the Champions League. And that's the one competition, it's, I think, the biggest competition in the world. It draws the most money. It's where these clubs play each other. That's what they want to do, and that's what they've done. And they've gone and done it themselves, which in a way is admirable. They've thought, you know what, sod this. We're just going to go and do it ourselves if we can't get the right deal from UEFA. So UEFA, this is on you. And I tell you what, if this goes ahead, I will question my loyalty to Man United. And I've supported them for 25 years. And you can turn around and say, oh, it's a typical Man United fan living in Birmingham, you should stick by your club. No. That club should stick by its roots, and it should stick by its people. Without your fans, Manchester United, you are nothing. And maybe I will then just go neutral and just not support a football team, because I enjoy the game. I watch Spanish football. I watch Italian football. I watch the Bundesliga. Maybe I'll just become a neutral fan at that point and not have a football team that I support, because I will not encourage this kind of greed to go about in this sport that I love to watch. And this rant may be a little bit here, there and everywhere, but this needs to be nipped in the bud now. I agree with Gary Neville that if this is looking like it's going to happen, and the FA and FIFA have no control over it, punish the clubs now, kick them out of the Premier League, kick them out of the Champions League, pull all their financial support away from them, and punish the clubs. Because in the short term, this may affect the clubs more. In the long term, this is going to affect the Premier League more. Because a lot of these clubs have already been hit hard by the pandemic. Take Man United, I know we made £30 million worth of profit in the pandemic. But you pull Premier League revenue, you pull broadcasting revenue, you pull Champions League, you pull the Europa League. This league isn't supposed to start until 2023. What? You're telling me that these clubs are going to survive in the wilderness for 3 years? Act now and make sure this league does not happen. I don't care what you have to do. I don't care what sanctions you have to do, what repercussions this will have on you. Because I've not seen one person be in favour of this Super League, apart from maybe 150, 200 people on board committees who have all sat down while there's a global pandemic on. So let's get it sorted, governing bodies of football. Let's stick up for grassroots. Let's stick up for fans. And let's stick up for the game. Now that rant's over, I'm going to have a little bit of a gander at today's FIFA and what I've actually missed. So we have this end of an era Sergio Aguero, who looks good, to be honest. But this card looks extremely expensive considering we've got Team of the Season on Friday. An 89 rated squad. You know, unless you're a Man United fan and you enjoy this Sergio Aguero, he's going to be coming in at what, close to 1 million coins of an 89 rated squad. You've got Moments Del Piero, who, look, he's got 5-star skill moves, hasn't he? That is not too bad, you know, for that Alessandro Del Piero. Michael Essien is one of the best CDMs in the game. And Kenny Dalglish prime moments. 80, 84, 85, 87. Good grief. Tell you what though, with Team of the Seasons coming into packs, those 89 rated squads are coming down. So if you want to do this Kenny Dalglish, I recommend you wait a couple of weeks. Wait for those Team of the Season cards to crash in price. You'll be able to get 90, 91 rated cards for 50, 55k before you know it. We've got these league upgrades, which is not a lot in packs at the moment. I know we've got man of the matches, which I packed the Vinicius man of the match actually when I was just opening marquee matchups packs. But yeah, content actually doesn't look that incredible. Are there any amazing objectives out at the moment? Got the Dortmund 4th kit, which looks alright actually. Got old Shrek himself. Niederlechner. Looks alright, to be honest. Nothing else in... Oh, okay, you've got League Prime packs. They might be worth doing and holding on to for when their specific league comes in Team of the Season, to be honest. If anybody has the patience for that. Now, I've saved some packs for Friday. We've got our 10 83 players that will open when Team of the Season hits. And any other packs that I can hold on to will save. Again, guys, I'm genuinely sorry that I haven't made any content. I am just shagged, to be honest. I'm absolutely knackered. I'm absolutely destroyed from those hours in work at the minute. So I'm going to post on the icon packs that I did onto the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this content. I know that rant may have been here, there and everywhere, but I had to get it out of my system. It's frustrating, and it just shows that corruption is still here, and it's a sad day. It's a sad couple of days for football, in my opinion. Right, guys, so we're here with the Prime Icon pack. We've ground it out. Didn't actually take as many players as I thought it would need. I've still got some on the transfer pile. The club's still fairly stacked, so I've got probably room for more to do. I may do another one tomorrow. Depending on how I feel after work, I hopefully can upload another one tomorrow. So, come on, EA. Something decent. It's been so long since we've had a good Prime Icon. Bring in the bacon. Come on, EA. Something good. At least have a good nation so we can get excited about. Come on. Come on, bring it in. It's going to be Dutch Cam. Oh, it's Seedorf, isn't it? Oh, I think it's a duplicate. I literally think it's a duplicate. I think that's like one of two icons I've got. Oh, it is literally a duplicate. Oh no, that has gone horrifically. I'm doing another one, guys. Bear with me a sec. Right, guys, Prime Icon pack number 2. Fingers crossed this can be a little bit better than the first one. Just not another duplicate. I swear to God, if this is a Seedorf, this is going to ruin my evening. But it's been so long, as I've said, since we've had a decent icon pull. Come on, EA. Give us a good nation. Give us something to get excited about. At least we Dutch. There was something. Come on. Brazil. Be Brazil. Italian centre-back. Come on, Maldini. If this is Maldini, that's... Why do I even do these prime icon packs? Jesus Christ, they were both shocking. No. Well, at least he's 92 rated, guys. Spinning back into another one. But that's going to end the video for today. I hope you've enjoyed the content. As I said, please subscribe. Please drop a like. That is a tough one to swallow, but it is what it is.